A very good morning, students. Welcome you all to your English virtual class. As your PT1 is over, let's cover up your half-yearly syllabus. First of all, join your hands and close your eyes and pray to God to keep us all safe and healthy so that we can do well in our studies as well as in our life. Thank you, God. Fine. So let's start with your chapter number 4 of the Maturing Seed book, page number 27. Fine. Let's start with the grammar. Chapter number 4, gender. What do you mean by the word gender? See, someone has some issue, some got confused between gender and singular plural. Yes, so there is no need to get confused. There is no issue such like that. You just have to go through the topic very clearly. What do you understand by the word gender? Gender means which tell us about the species of human beings. Means gender means which tell us about the species of human beings or things. Means gender tells you about the category of human being. Means species means, if I talk about the word species, species means the category of human being. Like if I will say example boy, you naturally get to know, if I will write the word, if I will say a word boy, you just click on your mind that boy is a male. How you will get that boy is a male person? Because due to gender, you can recognize whether that person is a male, is a female, is a neuter or a common gender. Fine. So what that gender do, it tells you about the species of human being. For example, boy, girl, madam, sir, book, etc. and so on. And if I will talk you about the category of boy, then boy comes under the part of masculine, means a male gender. Fine. Girl comes as the female gender, or you can say as feminine. Fine. Same way, madam is also a female, so will kick under the category of feminine. Sir come under the masculine. And book comes under the neuter. First of all, let's learn about the example. Then I will tell you about the masculine, feminine, neuter, and there is one more gender which we'll go through in the kinds of gender. I hope this much is clear. Just take a short recapitulation. What do we have learned right now? Gender. What is meant by gender? Gender means which tell us about the species of human beings or things. And there are few examples of gender such as boy, girl, madam, sir, book, and so on. There is no ending of that examples of gender. Got it? So now jump on to the second topic, that is kinds of gender. That is kinds of gender. If we will jump on to the kinds of gender, then we will get to know about the gender types. The gender is basically categorized into 4 types. The gender is basically categorized into 4 types. Right now we have learned few types. The first is your masculine. The second is your feminine. The third is your common. And the fourth one is neuter. What is meant by masculine? What is meant by feminine? What is meant by common? And what is meant by neuter? Fine. So let's jump on and read out the single topic. Okay. So if I will talk about the masculine gender. masculine gender, then we will get to know, naturally it will say, see, there's a one significance where someone got confused whether it's a masculine or what is the difference between masculine and feminine. How to get, there's a one clutch point that we can just click in our mind just in a single CC. MA stands for male. When we talk about the male category, it come under the part of the masculine. Fine. For example, boy, niece, master, dad, son. Then you can write more example like okay, then shepherd, lion, and etc. and so on. There is no ending likewise. Fine. And then there comes the second type, that is feminine. Feminine. Now, see, ma'am, we have find how to find the masculine word. Fine. Now, how do we find out the feminine word? What is the clutch point that you will learn about the feminine thing? That is, when we will talk about the feminine, there is a word known as FEM. FEM means female. When we talk about the female, then it come under the part of the feminine gender. For example, madam, lady, girl, sister, mom, lioness, and shepherdess. There is one more example which everyone is familiar with, much familiar. That is, if I will say dog, so everyone knows the lady dog is known as bitch. Yes. So likewise is the masculine and feminine. Fine. So now there comes these two genders, very much clear to everyone. What do you mean by the masculine and feminine? Let's jump on to the third kind of gender, that is common, and the fourth one is neutral. Can I wrap this? Fine. So let's read about the common gender and then the neutral gender. Common. The word itself say common. Common means which is common to everyone, which is not defined which character, which gender it is, which is common for everyone, in which you cannot distinguish we are talking about the male gender or the female gender. Then it comes under the part of the common gender, means where distinguish can't take place. Then it is the common gender. Fine. And if I will jump on to the example. Okay. So let's run on with an example. Ask question from yourself. If I will say teacher, you can judge whether it's a male teacher or a female teacher? No. Teacher is teacher. If I will mention sir or madam, then you can judge, yes, sir is a masculine gender and madam is a feminine gender. Yes. But if we talk about the common gender, then common gender takes a place in which you don't have the categorized things. There is common for everyone. For example, teacher, child, doctor, master, professor, animal, and so on. There is no ending table. There are much you will find out in which there is no ending table. Candidate, etc., etc. Fine. Let's jump on with the teacher we have discussed. Child. If someone say there is a girl child, then you can know it's feminine. Girl is already mentioned. If someone will say boy child, you know boy is already mentioned, it's a masculine gender. But if I'm saying child is born, can you imagine, can you get a click what child is born? You just make a common word, that is child. Common word. Then it come under the part of common gender. If I will jump on with the word doctor, can you will find out there is a female doctor or a male doctor? No. Doctor means doctor. So it's a common word. Professor with a teacher one. Animal? Yes, animal. Now, when we talk about the animal, so animal is common. You didn't know about what type of animal it is, whether it's a male or a female. But see, how to find out the animal male and female? Here I have written dog, lion, shepherd. Yes? Given the few examples, what is its female? Lioness, bitch, shepherdess. Yes? So, how to find out the male, female of animal is like this, and that word animal is common for all. Same way candidate, if I will say all the candidates have to make a copy, all the candidates have to prepare for an extempo. So did I take a particular student name, or candidates comes with the boy, each and every boy and girl in the class? Yes. So candidate is common. Let's jump on to the fourth and the last type of gender, that is neuter. That is neuter. Neuter. Neuter means, naturally it is saying new, which is neuter. Neuter, if you will go and going through this topic, neuter means that cannot breathe, that has no gender, that comes the part of neuter, means basically non-living things. For things we use the neuter gender. Exactly, which you can say non-living things or non-living things, or that doesn't have gender, or that doesn't have gender. Fine. And if we will go through with a few examples of this, there are lakhs of examples. Since, as you can see in your live classes only, that's this board is a neuter. This marker is a neuter. This duster is a neuter. This book is a neuter. So likewise, there are many examples you can find out in your lively ways that what is the neuter gender. Fine. So neuter, I have given you few examples already. That is book, marker, river, board, table, chair, etc., etc. There is no end. Fine. So here your categories of gender has been completed. Fine. So just take a short recapitulation what we have learned in this virtual class of our English. That is, what is gender? Gender is the category which tells us about the species of human beings or the things. For example, boy, girl, book, river, ma'am, sir, madam, sir, teacher, professor, and so on. Fine. What are the kinds of gender? The first kind we have read, masculine gender. Second is feminine gender. Third is common gender. And the fourth is neuter gender. When we talk about the masculine gender, masculine means male gender. Examples have already been discussed with you here. Boy, sir, dad, lion, dog, and so on. Fine. Feminine gender, there will be female, for example, madam, girl, lady, mom, lioness, shepherdess, and so on. Common for all, teacher and professor, then doctor, child, and so on. Then there would be neuter, book, blackboard, marker, duster, book, and so on. Fine. I hope you have learned very well about the gender and there is no problem right now.